Thank you very much. My name is Samale Titus.
Yes, Titus.
I have two questions.
Please ask one. Ask the burning one.
Okay, one. I want to know if somebody goes out through a registered company,
licensed
or licensed company, that person is mistreated outside, and he or she is brought back. Does your office make a follow-up, and that person is compensated for the damages and torture that he or she has gone through?
All right, Milton.
Does my office follow up to make sure that people are compensated?
Yes. A termination of contract,
yes.
If it was at the other person's fault,
and
I should be remunerated.
I have to say it is subjective.
Okay. That's a clever way of saying no.
No. If a person has worked and has not been paid, my office can follow up that. If the worker has been mistreated, say he or she has been beaten or what, that one is beyond my office.
Whose office does it go to?
Because now
it now comes to your office.
Yes, because now my office can't see and say, okay, because of this beating, you are entitled to this. No, my office can't do that. That is beyond my.
So it comes to this office. This office which cannot leave Uganda.
So other government agencies.
Because you said your office only operates here. You don't go to those countries.
Yes.
So how do you solve a problem like that?
Yeah, incidentally, maybe one small clarification that my office doesn't investigate. The people investigate are the police. I'm a police officer, but I'm a coordinator. So it goes to CID. When such a case happens, it goes to CID, and the police has designated the Special Investigation Division in Chireka to spearhead this type of investigations. The number of officers have been trained and they have been following up. So when someone comes up with such a complaint, of course, medical examination is done and those medical papers, and then the case is registered in the court. And in the course, or when the case is concluded, the DPP, the prosecutor, will request court for there is a process according to the law for compensation for all what torture someone could have gone through. And I think so far last year there were 2 victims who were compensated by court.
Out of how many?
The cases which, because in last year there are very many cases which were taken, but most of them are still in court. But among the 58 which were taken to court by that time, at least
out of 58, 2 have got compensation.
2 have got compensation.
That doesn't sound very promising.
Yeah, not everyone is tortured.
Yes.
We have to understand the situation.
Yes.
And that everyone faces that. Then, secondly, the majority of the people who suffer such mistreatment prefer actually to compensation outside the police.
Okay.
They report to police, but most of them are withdrawn their complaints, even up to the DPP's office, because the companies normally negotiate with them, and most of these licensed companies, because they have to protect their names, and they don't want protect their business, and they fear even recommend maybe the ministry to cancel their licenses. When people come to complain, they have been compensating them. And then those informers, they inform the police that no, we have agreed with the complainer, we have compensated her, he or him is not interested in following up. That is what is happening. But for those ones, others, some of the cases are still in court, and we assess the complaint which someone has given, and then the case can go to court, and the court can order for the compensation.
All right, let's take another break right now. This is our parliament. I'm your host, Igoma Gabriel. During this break, you will see some of the radio stations that play our parliament, the radio version. Find a radio station that's in your locality and listen to our parliament also on radio. Let's go for the break now.